and I decided to basically document my started from the bottom budget life. I do have experience with budgeting. I've been doing it for about 2 or 3 years, and of course, as with anything else, I fall off and I get back on and I change up what I do, or I get a little careless, or I get a little carried away, or I'm out of the mood, whatever, you name it. So after some issues with income changes, I struggled a little bit in the last few weeks with some extra fees from my bank, and I told myself never again, because there's literally no excuse for that. If I was watching my money the way I needed to watch my money, the way I've done it in the past, I could have avoided that. And I dipped too much into my savings, so here I am starting fresh. So today, I'm not sure how long this video is gonna be, hopefully not too long, but I'm gonna share with you my cash envelope system that I have based on zero balance budgeting. I borrow a little bit of everything from, let's say, the Budget Mom and OhMyFro Budget, Amanda Budgets, Tara Budgets. There's so many out there with so much good information and so many helpful tips. I'd have to write them down for my next video and put them in, or at least I'll probably put it in the description for this video so that you guys can have that information, because those are some really good videos out there, and I wouldn't be doing this if I didn't feel like I needed to be transparent and basically go with the goal that in like 6 months you're gonna go back to this video one day and you're gonna be like, wow, she really went far. Like, she stuck with it and she's improved so much. So you're gonna see some low numbers, maybe not. I am a single mom of 3 daughters. I am a veteran. I am a federal employee, and I do it all by myself. It's not easy, but I try to do my best. I'm teleworking. My kids are in school. I have 1 child on homebound instruction, and we're just trying to figure that out. So, all right, I think I've talked enough, so we're just gonna get started with it. I have my iPad, and here you'll see how I broke down my variable expenses for the next 2 weeks. I budgeted for the next 2 weeks because I'm a paycheck budgeter only. So for the next 2 weeks, this is what I'm gonna stick myself with for the, to discipline myself. And you'll see here, I have a total of $324. But I also have some sinking funds up here, and minus a couple of expenses that I paid for online, like my Nespresso pods, and I think one more other thing, I'm not sure. Those were already counted out of my bank transaction today, and so I only took out $410. What I usually use is also from the Budget Mom. It's cash breakdown, like denominations breakdown, so that I can fill up my envelopes in the best way possible without having to like screw up the balances on each one. All right, so I'm gonna organize these, and I have 100, 250s. I'm sorry if everything looks really like kind of crazy. Once again, it's my first video ever. And if you bear with me, I'll love you forever. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I had 6, but I used 30 today for gas, so I have 1 less, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, I did 30 for gas, so there's 1 less, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And there's 6 5s. I have 0 1s, and that's it. My first envelope is going to be grocery. I am budgeting $120 for groceries. I'm trying to hit a budget of under $300. My goal for the next few weeks is to keep my grocery budget under $300. I took it upon myself to basically do a quick inventory of my living room. Oh, I'm tired. Do a quick inventory of what I have at home, and then with those things, I decided on 7 meals to do for the next 2 weeks. And I decided on those 7 meals because they would allow me to just get the 1 or 2 things from each recipe that I needed to last me like breakfast, lunch, and dinner for the next week or 2 weeks. With that, right now, my balance for groceries is under $90 for this week. So I'm already ahead of the game. If I stick to it, I'll be fine. But for now, we're gonna fill in $120. So we have 120. And again, I am waiting on a shipment of envelopes and binders. All of the envelopes you'll see today, I got from the Budget Mom. I use them over and over again until the trackers are filled up so that I don't waste paper. So I try to stick to the fall theme as best as I can, but of course it's gonna be crazy. All right, so the next thing is takeout. I was trying to eliminate takeout, but you know what? I have kids in cheer. I have kids in tumbling and softball and so many other things. So I know there's going to be days where either I don't want to cook or I am not going to have the time to get anything done. So I took some time to budget takeout, and I'm limiting myself to 60 because my kids are big eaters, and let me just settle this down. My kids are big eaters. So whenever I order like pizza or even like Chinese food, it ends up being like $50, $60. Now I'm going to try to cut that down, but the next 2 weeks, it's going to be $60. So let's see how we go. I'm going to make another video later with an update. Takeout is going to be 60. I have it saying takeout here, food on the other side. So we're going to take 150 and 110. And we're going to put it right in here. And I'm going to fill it out for today. I just write down income plus 60, balance 60. So when I do take the envelope out for shopping, I put the receipt in and I record the amount that I spent. If I don't have time, at least I'll have the receipt to track it later when I get home. I have did I bring my wallet? Yes, I did. I have a Filofax wallet that I love. These are some of the old envelopes that I have. See, I've been out of the game too long. I've been winging it, and now I regret it because now I got to start from the bottom. It has this little binder here for like I believe it's like the A6 size. Either way, when I get my little plastic ones, I can still use this wallet, and I'll feel comfortable about traveling with my cash. All right, so next on the list, we have a miscellaneous, and that is getting $30. So it's just 120 and a 10. I'm gonna put it right there. And I forgot to cross that out because we don't want to track that. Today is the 20th, and this is an income deposit. We are adding $30. Now, right now, I'm using miscellaneous as like, oops, I forgot to budget that in, or, oh man, like I only budgeted something for gifts today. So I'm going to pull it out of my miscellaneous to kind of cover down. Next, I have Nespresso. I'm not filling my envelope for Nespresso because I'm not paying for that in cash. I like to order Nespresso once or twice a month. It depends on how often I get coffee. So it sounds like a big expense, but as someone who used to do drive up Dunkin' or drive up Starbucks almost every single day and never just buy a coffee, I always end up with a bagel or some kind of like banana bread or something. $44 is a much better deal. And it's not just 44. Like I order 44 so I can get the free shipping, and then they just send it to me like in a day or two. It's the best ever. I don't have to go to the grocery store. I don't ever run out. Like if I see that I'm running low, I just get on my app and I put the order in and I'm good to go. Next, we're gonna go into car expenses. So, or car maintenance, however you wanna classify that. And that's gonna get $20. I don't have any major goals. Like, again, we are starting from empty, guys. I am going with car maintenance from the get because I know I'm gonna need brakes soon, and wipers, oil change, stuff like that. And those are gonna be some chunky expenses. So I think it's better than rather than having like a huge expense that I'll end up putting on my credit card and saying I'm gonna pay in full and don't, then I'm gonna start saving up now little by little so I don't get shocked by it later. Car expenses is getting 20. I'm gonna write down 20. Now I don't have a tracker on this one, but I'm gonna do it the, you know, old school way. And this is car maintenance. And we started with, well, today's the 20th. And this is the income. Hopefully I don't sound crazy on this. I don't like the way my voice sounds. We're adding 30. Nope, we're adding 20. I really don't like to hear the sound of my voice, but gotta do what you gotta do, right? Hopefully I don't sound annoying to you guys. Hopefully, maybe I'll find my like tone later on. Anyway, so that leaves our balance at 30. All right, so that's taken care of. Next, we have, I didn't do clothes. I was doing Fab Kids for my daughters because my 6-year-old had a major growth spurt and she went from like size 5'6" to 7'8". So I took advantage of some sales at Fab Kids. I did the membership for like 3 months and I just canceled it. So I'm not budgeting clothes right now. Next is gas, which I am not going to fill, but I am going to track it because I do want to track all of my cash expenses. And I went and filled up my gas at Wawa, and gas, what the heck? Like, what the heck? Gas got so freaking expensive. I'm from Jersey, so Jersey is already bad. But $3.15 was like scary bad. Now it's $3.40 a gallon, and I'm just glad I have like a little 4-cylinder car that zips around and doesn't guzzle it all up. So, oops, this is income. I'm screwing this up. I went to Wawa. I added 30 to my tank, so that takes away 30. So now I'm back down to 0. Now, based on previous experience, $30 was enough to last me to the last, based on my last experience, $30 to $35 was enough for the 2 weeks because 1, I don't commute anymore. 2, I live fairly close to the places I need to go, and I have a car with very good gas mileage. So $30 has been the magic number, or $35 to $60 depending on activities. But with the gas prices going up, I'm not getting as much gas, so we may see a change there the next video. All right, so after gas, we have household expenses. And for household, I'm only doing 20 because I already took care of groceries. But while I'm at Walmart, I am definitely gonna get some OxyClean for my laundry, and I have to get garbage bags, and I consider that in household expense. For that, we're gonna do a 20. And I'm gonna track this here. Income. It's 20, and the balance is 20. All right. And that's it for variable expenses. Now we're going to move on to sinking funds. And sinking funds is a bigger list, again, because I managed to eke out some income this week. Thank goodness, because I thought things were going to be really tight because I really messed up, you guys. I kind of like lost track, and it doesn't take much to really screw up. So first off is the Christmas catch up, which I got the motivation from OhMyFro to do. And it's just a regular little envelope. For Christmas, we're going to do $70 because I need to jumpstart, and we're only like a month and a half away, if that. So I'm going to jumpstart with $70 for Christmas for my kids. I don't need it for decorations. This is basically for gifts and maybe activities. Like, I have a ton of decorations, so I don't need to buy any decorations. I don't need to buy a Christmas tree. I don't need to buy wrapping paper. I actually have all that. This is literally going to go towards gifts and food and like events, like if we go see family or stop by someone's house or something, you know. I'm gonna track this. This is income, and we're adding 70, so our balance is 70. Okay, then next is family trips. I like to visit my brother. He's down in Virginia, so I know I've budgeted this trip before, And this trip usually takes, you know, a car, like a gas tank and a half, and then I have to consider tolls. So what I like to do is I like to save the money for the trip, and then I deposit it into the bank so that I can just track my expenses directly. Normally, I would do cash expense, but I don't like to travel in a car with 3 kids and a wad of cash. So for safety reasons, I put it in my bank account, and then I make sure to diligently track from that specific place tolls, right? If you have an Easy Pass, there's no cash, obviously, so they're going to take it out of your bank account. So at least it's there and already buffered. So family trips, oh, again, in like toys, activities, whatever we do when we're with family. So for family trips, we're going to start with $10. And we're gonna track this income, and we added 10. I hope you guys can see this. If not, I'll work on getting a bigger tripod so that there's a better view of my table. And if you have any suggestions, feel free to hit me up and leave it in the comments so that I can do better next time. And now we have cheer. My daughters are in cheer, and we are budgeting for exhibition events, and we are budgeting for equipment. I want to make sure it's already dedicated and on set off to the side. So we're gonna start cheer with $10. I'm gonna put $10 in here, and we're gonna just track it right on the envelope. So, oops, sorry about that. Today's the 20th. This is an income. So we are adding $10, and our balance is $10. Yeah, I hope you can see that. Next is new car. I just got a car, a really great car in February. It was 11 grand. And just out of curiosity, I decided to get a quote for it, trading value. My car is worth almost 15 grand now. So I'm thinking of paying it down as much as I can. I've been making 2 or 3 payments a month so that I can pare down my balance. And then I'm gonna trade it in and see if I can get a Tesla. That's my goal. I want a Tesla. I love it. I love my car, don't get me wrong, but I loved my car since before Tesla existed. So, and it would be really nice to have an electric car, and just in general. So yeah, so that's my goal, and we're gonna start off with $5, nice and humble. So new car envelope, I'm gonna grab $5 and set that aside for the down payment of the car, aside from the trade-in value. So today is the 20th, this is from income, and we are adding $5, so our balance is $5. All right, we'll set that to the side. The next is collections. I have a huge amount of medical collections. I'm figuring out how to dispute some of them because I have a lot of repeats. They're just big. Like my kids, I'm not very good with health insurance costs and deductibles and things like that, but collections is getting $5. So right now, let's see, I'm gonna add $5, and it's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So now we have $18, and we're gonna track this. That's here, income. We are adding 5, and now we have 18. That's the only envelope I haven't really that's like full of money. All right, then after collections, we're gonna go with gifts. We just got invited to our first birthday party, so that's gonna be nice, but now I've got a budget for a gift. And for gifts, we are going to budget $5. Today's 20th, it's from our income, and we are adding $5, so now we have a balance of $5. Okay, next is fun. I want to take the girls pumpkin picking. I want to do a hayride. I want to do all the fall stuff before it's over. So for now, we're going to put a chunk of $10 in there. So we're going to, let's get that $10. Let's put it in there. And 20th, coming from income, we are adding 10. So our balance is now 10. Up to the side. And the last 3 envelopes are envelopes that I'm starting for my kids. They have nothing. I don't have a save. I'm ashamed. I feel terrible that I hadn't started this sooner. But here I am. I'm doing it now. And this is the beginning. This is the start of a beautiful journey, hopefully, that I will create some cash for them and some, you know, I want them to come out with like I want to set them on a, you know, I just want to save money for them, not just as an allowance, not just for, you know, for little knickknacks that they want to get at Five Below, but I really want for them to like graduate high school or college, and I want to hand them a big fat check saying, this is for you, like buy a house, move to a new country, pay off your student loans, whatever it is, this is for you, invest wisely. So that's where we stand. First up is Jasmine, and she's getting $5. So we are gonna take out what's inside. I did cheat a little, and I started her with $1 from her tooth fairy. She just lost her first tooth. So we're taking a 5 and 5, 6. So now she has $6 in her envelope. And I have a tracker, so I'm going to use this cute pink pen for their tracker. So today is the 20th. Again, this is from income. And we are adding $5, so now we have $6. Okay, that's done. Next we have Leilani, my big girl. Getting her started. And we're gonna give her $5. And we're gonna track that on this side. And category is Leilani. And today's date, where it's coming from, we are adding 5, and she has 5. She's all done. And I didn't write her name on the back, so let's do that now. And my girl, who, it's either someone can't spell her name or someone can't pronounce her name, but we love it. We love her name. Okay, and then lastly we have Autumn. Autumn also gets $5. So I'm gonna start on this side. I'm gonna add $5. Add her name right here. Again, hopefully the next video I'll have my new envelopes. I ordered those online from, you know what, I'll find, I have the suckiest memory, which is why it's nice to have something where you have to write things down. But anyway, in the comments or in the description of the video, I'll write down who I ordered my binders from and my envelopes. And what you'll see is hopefully by the next video, you'll see all these envelopes that I have right now, all custom made with names. So that's going to be really nice because it's going to feel more organized. All right, so this is from income. And we are adding 5 for a balance of 5. And this. Alright, and write her name on here. Screw this up. Okay. A heart because I love them. And that's it. I've got all my sinking funds. I've got all my envelopes filled. All envelopes stuffed. some ready to go into my wallet, some will stay here. We'll see how it goes. I'll keep you guys updated. Look out for another video, I want to say in 2 weeks, and then over that video we'll discuss cash on stuffing, budget, and also savings challenges. I am gonna go do a couple savings challenges, hopefully in the next 2 weeks as well. I plan on doing a $1 savings challenge and a $5 savings challenge. So again, I hope that wasn't too terrible for you guys, and I really appreciate you guys sticking with me through the end. If you're here, I really appreciate it. If you like the video, comment, subscribe. Yes, I will only have one video, but there will be more to come, I promise. And grow with me. You can start with me too, because we're at the bottom. I am at the bottom right now. Even if you are not at the bottom, you can work with, we can work together, and we can do this together. Even if it's not live, we can body double this and work it out. And that way, you know, we can do something kind for each other. Yeah, so that's it. Before I bore you guys with any more rambling, I'm gonna let you guys go. And thanks again, and we'll see you in 2 weeks. Bye.